We can continue a little bit more if you
Yeah,
have
I'm
time.
good.
Then
I'm
we
good.
can take a break, perhaps.
Yeah, so we did for about an hour this morning, and we can start and see if we can go another 45 minutes to an hour
Okay.
as we go, and then you take a break.
Okay.
Or whenever you need a break, let me know. It's 10:30 there, right?
Yes. Who is this? So I did a little more translation. There were a couple of words that I was not sure about, and I couldn't find good translations. One is this word, Patibansu.
Mm-hmm.
Dictionary didn't help much. I tried the Pali Sinhala dictionary, that didn't help much either.
You know the
There was
word
something about
Bahanaka.
say it again?
You know the word Bahanaka. Bahanaka meaning reciters. So,
Yes, Pahanaka, yes.
right, this is like that. Gathayo Patibhansu.
Preaching, something to do with preaching.
Chanted, recited.
Oh,
They
so
recited.
first one was never go recited. Okay, a verse that has never been recited, I guess, is what before recited.
Never heard before.
Never heard before. I got from the dictionary. I think this particular phrase is there.
Mm-hmm.
Asatu Asata Pupa was there. So I
Yeah.
picked that up. When I plug in, never heard before. To me, at least, the sentence is complete. I mean, I understand the meaning of the sentence. Buddha had a thought that he had not had before,
Yes.
which leaves this word kind of out because I don't know what to build there anymore. Maybe so. I was a little unsure about
Okay, so he
Bhanaka
can't
is.
let in the context. I'm not sure who is they here.
Mm.
So somebody recited verses that was never heard before. That's the idea. That means it occurred to him first time right there.
Okay, recited. So literal translation Patibamsu is
Yeah,
recited.
recited. Yeah.
Recited. Okay. Anung is another word I couldn't catch, so I did a loose translation based on Sinhala Anu. Anu accordingly. I don't know if that's correct either.
Duddasang Anung. Nipunang profound. Gambhirang Duddasang. Anu is accordingly, but here you find cerebral na
Hmm.
that has a different meaning. I can make a guess, but I think something like invisible. Let's take a look at the dictionary.
So we were both. No, you were sharing the screen last time. Never mind.
Yeah.
Do you like me to give you permission to share the screen? I think there should be an option. I'm guessing.
That's okay. Anu should be in the beginning of the dictionary. Did you?
I looked up. I couldn't find something that satisfies the, or at least fits the sentence.
Anuto anung, gradually. Anu.
Yeah, gradually, accordingly,
That
some sort.
small minute atomic. So I was trying to get the atomic. meaning
Hmm.
subtle. I mean, not invisible, subtle.
So
So let me see if I can share the screen to show this to you.
I wonder if I have to stop sharing.
Now it has shrunk. How do I? Okay, so
Security.
host disabled participant screen share.
So I guess make host. There we go. All I need is recording capability. I guess every time we need to share, we can switch back host capabilities.
It is still recording.
Yes, still recording, but now at least you can share. Oh, this is a different dictionary.
Yeah. This is a different dictionary?
Yes, this is not the one we are using. We are using the Race David dictionary. At least I was using the.
I'm using the Race Davids.
It's definitely not what I am using there. Whatever I'm using is not what you're using. I am using, what am I using? The one we used last time. Pali's Tech
It's
Society, Pali
definitely
English Dictionary, Race Davis. Yes, same
this
dictionary?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to share the link? So
Yes, please. This might be a different book altogether, or maybe different way of looking at the book. Because this is not the one I have with me. I have the one we downloaded last week. Oh,
here you go.
thank you.
It's easier on the web surface. It opens quickly, and so here you get the term subtle. And it goes with the same rhetorics with the Gatha's other words that they have used. But here they have found Anuto Anung has a different meaning gradually.
How do we end up with two different dictionaries is a question now. This is also Pali Tech Society, Pali English Dictionary. The other one is also the same. So what is the difference? This one actually looks like a dictionary, which is great. It has an index. The other one does not.
I shared,
Let's download this one. This one
well,
looks
you
better.
did the search and I did the search and I shared with, maybe I didn't share. I'm not sure.
That doesn't matter. Now I have it, I guess.
See, this one that I want to show you is Thula. And if you put Anu Thula, becomes Anung Thula, as you see here, with the nasal put together in between, which is a beautiful word, fine and coarse, small and large. You know, found in one of the verses in Dhammapada 31. If you go there, you will be able to find it. And
What the?
Mahatancha, Khudancha, big and small.
Small.
Anumatta, with the blue matta here, of small size, atomic, least. All right, so you got what you want.
Yes, I believe so. Let me save my.
Can you maybe you can share a screen now?
Not yet. I don't know. I think since I'm the host, I might be able to take it back. Give me a second. I'm trying to save my new dictionary. The other dictionary. Okay. Let me try. So can I share? Host disabled. So I guess you have to grant me. And that's funny. We have to go back and forth every time we need to share.
That's okay. We can manage this.
Right. It's a minor inconvenience.
Yeah. It's only known among people who used the other version before.
Right. Share screen. This will stop sharing to you. Yes. So the one I have. Let me show you the one I have. This is the one I was using. And I thought this was the one we used last week too. Pali Text Society Dictionary test 1300 pages. And
Try to find, do a search on Anu.
Anu. Oh, the 300 Anus.
Cerebral, ne? You can copy from the text.
I guess. 10 Anus. Anu. Ani. Fine, thin, flexible. Ani.
That's Ani.
Anu. Interesting. So if that's the case, what happens if I go with alphabetical order? Anu should be close to the surface. Maybe no entry for AN. Interesting. Anyway, that's all right.
It doesn't have the page numbers, right?
No page numbers. This is DALI converted.
It's the same dictionary, but it's not good with PDF search. That good.
Yes, I agree. That's all right. I can use the other one. That one is better, I think. So where are we? So going back over here. So Anum is subtle. No, what are we doing? Don't do that, please. What is going on? Don't do that. This thing is acting up. Okay. Patisot Gaming. I got going against stream from the dictionary.
Yeah, Patisotagami, and the word Anu can be used there to say Anusotagami, means going with the flow, right? Anusotagami. Right. Now, Pati is the opposite.
Okay.
And going against the stream, Sota, the stream. If you put the article there.
What's the meaning of this sentence is the question, I guess. Patisotagami.
Again, similar to Sotapanna Magga person, the person who is on the path, or who is so, and Maggapala person is who has attained the fruition, and here Sota Apanna means entered the stream. Apanna here has a meaning, entered. Entered the stream. Sota Sota is the flood called Sansara. So this is Patisodagami person is someone who is going against Sansara, who is killing his own craving. That way he is not going with the flow as many people go. They are going everywhere in the Sansaric flood, but now you have begun going against the stream, which is a very hard journey. When you are swimming with the current, it's easy. If you are swimming opposite direction, that is going against the stream. Stream here is the flood. And when it is flooding, if you are swimming with it, it's easy. Now you are swimming against it. You are swimming in the direction that the flood is coming, meaning it's a very hard swim. But that's how you practice.
So the first sentence I understand. So with difficulty I have achieved. Why should I preach? Something along those lines. These people are overcome with greed and hatred. They're not going to understand what I'm going to say. So up to that point, I understand. So patisotagaming nipunang gambirang dudasang anung. How
All
does
of
the...
this is Dhamma.
So
The
these are
Dhamma
qualities
is,
of the Dhamma.
see, in the first verse, you find Adigat, I can't highlight,
Yes,
Adigatang,
right. This one.
Palang, right? All these ang endings still rhyme with Patisotagaming, Nipunang, Gambiran, Duddasang, Anung. They all refer to Dhamma. He has to teach.
I see. Okay.
So
I see.
this Dhamma is about going against the stream. This Dhamma is profound. This Dhamma is deep. This Dhamma is hard
to see, and it's subtle.
subtle.
I see. I
And
see.
who is going to listen to me?
I see.
When I teach this?
I see. I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They're in completely different places. Hard to make the connection. It's a jump.
Yeah. So understanding gathas, sometimes finite verb is not even given in the first verse. So you'll have to keep working until you find the finite verb.
Okay, so on to the next page, I think. Ragata Nadakanti.
Ragaratta.
Ragaratta. Oh dear, that's a different meaning there.
Raga meaning alunu, attached to raga. This is
once attached to lust.
Yeah.
Ragaratta. Ragaratta. Nadakanti. Natsi. Tamokandena. Tamokandena. So Tamokandena, I picked it up from the dictionary. I was reading something to do with darkness. Shrouded in darkness. Avuta. Avuta means avuta.
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 Yeah.
Covered.
See, Panchakhanda is 5 heaps, 5 aggregates. So Tamo is darkness, and Tamo Khanda is the heap of darkness. Meaning, we don't say it that way, but this is referring to ignorance of people, which is which is a dark matter, the black hole, unknown. You are doing this work that I did last time, so
This is
it's good
better.
you personalize it. I learned. Maybe you didn't.
ඉතිහ භගවතෝ පටිසංචිකා චික්ඛතෝ චික්ඛතෝ පටිසංචික්ඛතෝ අපෝසුකතාය අපෝසුකතාය
Aposukataya. Like
අපෝසුකතාය.
apahasutave?
I see. I couldn't see it because I couldn't read it. Apposukataya. Discomfort.
Yeah.
Mind. Chittang namasi. Namati.
Mind bends.
Leaning towards, I guess.
Yeah.
Leaning. I guess that's the idea.
Yeah. See the pattern here. Aposukataya chittang namati. No dhamma desanaya. See taya. Naya. Mind bends towards
Not
discomfort,
teaching.
not teaching. See?
Wait. So
mind bends towards discomfort, not towards teaching. So put the whole sentence together as you and again Ittiha bhagavato patisanchikhato. When the Blessed One was thinking like this, patisanchikhato, then his mind was bending towards discomfort, not to the Dhamma, not to teach in Dhamma.
where did you get the then? So
did I say then?
Yes, you just did say then. So I'm trying to figure out what made you think say then.
I added it. You don't see it.
You ad-libbed it. Okay.
Yeah.
So when the Blessed One considered, I guess considered, not considers.
Yeah, considered.
Considered in thought what he thought in the previous paragraph.
Yeah.
His mind.
Ittiha. Here, thus.
Here, thus.
Ittiha actually here refers to thus.
So I had it. What I had was correct, I guess. Thus.
Yeah.
Ittiha. Thus the Blessed One considered.
Bhagavato patisanchikhato. When the Blessed One was thinking thus. Okay, so paticca sanchikhato also indicates that time. So that's why you can say as or when in there. As the Blessed One considered thus, something. So that's the general meaning.
Okay. That's the Patisanchikkato by itself. How would you translate that? Considered?
Reflecting, reflected.
Reflected.
Yeah. So Bodhi translates it as the Blessed One reflected thus.
As reflected as, maybe. Thus is already there with Itiha in my sentence at least.
Yeah, reflected.
Thus the Blessed One reflected as.
Thus, yeah, right.
I'll put a bracket there so it makes sense later on. Aposukataya, Aposukataya, that makes sense now. Aposukataya. Chittam namati. Is the mind bending in discomfort, or because of discomfort the mind bends?
No, mind bends towards, well, this is difficult, meaning Mind is bending towards comfort. Let me stay comfortably, not teach them.
I see.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Why go to trouble? I'll just not
yeah,
preach.
exactly. Why go to trouble? Bodhi's translation is his mind inclined to living at ease, not to teaching the Dham.
Where are you getting the translation, Bante? From the hard book?
Yeah, from the book.
Okay, okay.
I can send an image of it, but you don't want to look at the translation, right?
I prefer. I'm trying not to. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely necessary. I will do. I can
I'm
also try
looking
to
so
find
that I
his.
get the best words to teach you.
Right. At some point, I'll try to find if I can find Vikubodhi's books. I
Oh,
think they are online.
I have PDFs of all these. I can send it to you.
I would help. That will help. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you were part of the translation, or you had something to do with Wisdom Library.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I ordered. So I found one of his books, What Buddha Thought, I believe,
Yeah.
for $8 or something. Someone was selling it on eBay. I bought it, and it's still in mail.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he was. I think he was throwing it away, or I don't know what he was doing. It was
Oh,
just
good.
$8, and I was like, it takes me. I mean, I can probably sell it for. I'm not gonna, but if I weigh it,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna. Someone's gonna give me $5 easily. Anyway,
But
it's
what
pretty
is the
cool.
price of original books? Did you check?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Okay.
Probably more pricier than $8. I'm guessing.
That's what I answered.
We can check real quick. Why not? Uh,
Maybe you'll find the PDF of it. Did you?
what? So the thing is, I, as much as PDFs are helpful to read, I don't like them. I like to have something in hand.
Yeah.
They are very helpful to find something quick. But other than that, I
You'll have to put the Kubodhi's name.
Barnes
Yeah.
and Noble sells it for $13,
Yeah.
$16. So not that expensive. Well,
Yeah.
Audible one is
You saved
expensive.
half at
I
least.
guess so. I mean, he was gonna throw it away. I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you throw it away. It's a good book.
Yeah.
So anyway, where are we? So I didn't get. So that's no. I did one more line. No, that's it. I guess
Yeah.
that's where I stopped. So it took me a whole lot of time, but I'm happy. I'm slow progress, but I'm making progress. The next paragraph I can translate on the fly because I know in the story what happened. So atako brahmano sahampatis bhagavato te cetasa. Up to that point, I'm good. Ceta paripitaka manyaya. Oh, I think I know what it means. So the Brahmin could see what the Buddha was thinking, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Etad hosi. Etad hosi. I don't know the verb.
Etang ahosi.
Etang ahosi.
This occurred.
This occurred. Okay,
Yeah.
I need to take that down. This
You know,
occurred.
ya, va, ma, the, na, ta, ra, la. These could be in between two words when there is a nasal.
Etang ahosi. This occurred. Excellent. Here's my color coding.
You're working on Google,
Yeah, Google Docs, yes. I can share this with you if that's useful to you in some way. I don't know. I'm fine sharing it with you if that's useful. But you probably have many things that you're looking at anyway.
No, you can put me as yeah, you can put me there. But it doesn't have to be now. That way I can see if you are doing the homework every day.
Yeah, yes. You can spy on me. Nasati Watabo Loko.
Yeah.
Destruction. Nasati Nasima. Vinasati Watabo Loko. Vinasya. Destruction and Vinasya. What is Vinasya?
Right.
They're both the same thing. So
He's saying we are destroyed. This world is going to destroy.
destroy. Yeah,
Right.
this
So
world's gonna be destroyed.
yeah.
Within the context, I can understand what's going on because he's now thinking, if the Buddha doesn't preach, that's
Yeah.
going to be a big disaster.
Yeah.
Uh,
Exactly. So
Yatra
go
hi
back
na.
to that Anyaya. I think I want you to see that
Okay.
clearly. So
Che,
Atako Brahmuno Sahampatissa. So let's start from there.
okay.
Brahmuno Sahampatissa.
So this is then. Oh, why? Where are you going?
Yeah, there.
My touchpad is not working. I need to fix the drivers. Then Brahmano Sahampatis.
Two. So that's the dative singular. To Brahmin Sahampati.
Issa.
Yeah.
To. This is a deity, am I correct? This is the deity
Yeah.
Brahmin, not the contemporary lay Brahmin.
No. He's a heavenly being. He's still there.
Sahampati, I guess. Sahampati becomes Sahampatissa.
Yes. Of the Blessed One. Bhagavato. See, it's an O ending, but this is how it is declined. Bhagavato. Because it's Bhagava.
Right, mind. Oh,
Etasa.
Blessed One's mind, I guess. Of the Blessed One.
Cetasa Ceto Parivitakang Anyaya. Atako Brahmano Sahampatis Bhagavato Cetasa Ceto Parivitakang Anyaya. Right. Not of the mind there.
Okay.
So, with his own mind, that's so of the Blessed One, with his own mind. So, hitting Bhagavatam Mahansege Sita Danagina. So, Atako Brahmano Sahampatis to Brahmin Sahampati, Bhagavato of the Blessed One, Cetasa.
Whose Cetasa are we talking about here now? Blessed One's Cetasa or Brahmin's Cetasa?
Yeah. Which one is Blessed Ones? Which one is Brahmins? That's what I'm trying to see. So continue translating until we are clear.
Okay.
Anyaya, meaning having known.
Anyaya, this part. Just
Right.
this part.
Right. Anyaya. Right. Ceto parivitakang, the thought. That is the Blessed One's thought. Because it's in the accusative case. What is known is in the accusative case. It's the object. The thought of the Buddha. Yeah, Bhagavatam. The Blessed One's mind. Basically, the mind. Cheto Parivitakam refers to the mind. Instead of thought, you may translate it as the mind. Chetasa, so it's known through his, because this is instrumental, through Brahmin's thought. Through Brahmin's thought or mind, actually. So in a different way, if you were to put the Pali, Atako Brahmano Sahampatissa Bhagavato Cheto Parivitakkang Chetasa Anyaya. See?
Reordering makes more sense. I mean,
Right.
makes more sense because of the way I've learned Sinhala, the ordering.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just have to rewire everything
Yes.
little bit. Okay.
Etadahosi. This occurred. Etang ahosi. Nasati vatabho loko. So loko is what is going to be destroyed. This word.
What?
Vata meaning certainly. Vata has a meaning.
Bo meaning.
Meaning it's just
Great.
It's like bro.
A word fill? Merely a word fill?
It's merely a word fill. Bo is sort of like a vocative thing, something he's
Okay.
saying.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Bo. But in the American culture, you have bro here,
Bro.
right?
Right.
Hey, bro. It's kind of not the same thing, but you see how these things exist. Nasati vatabo loko. Certainly, loko. The world, nasati.
Destroy.
Is so instead of destroying, you can say is lost or is perished.
Vinasati probably is destroyed then. Vinasa.
Yeah. Destroyed. It's like vinasati. In destruction. It is in destruction. It is in perish. To correctly use the grammar.
Perish. Yatra hi nama tathagatassa arahato samma sambuddhassa apposukattaya chittang namati. So he's thinking. Same exact thing the Buddha was thinking. No Dhamma desanayati. So I can cheat pretty much because that's literally the same sentence from above. Except yatra hi nama tathagata yatra. Yatra is, I remember you mentioning this word in the Pali. Whereas yatra he is whereas, or he has a different meaning?
Indeed, so like vanahi.
Okay.
Right.
Indeed, nama tathagata of name, of tathagata name.
No, I mean name is not name here, which is like namely. I mean what is happening. So namely.
I see.
Yeah.
Namely tathagatassa arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Everything in the dative case. To the arahant, to the thus gone one, to the perfectly enlightened one. Or the genitive also. Of the, not to the.
Tathagata. of the Arahat.
Yeah, Arahant.
Of the perfectly enlightened one.
Mm-hmm. Sukataya Chitta
Aposukataya.
Namati.
So that's discomfort. Chittang
Mind,
namati.
mind inclines towards convenience.
Aposukataya, is this discomfort or comfort?
It is apahasatave, discomfort, but what it means is that he's thinking of convenience, right? So um, do a dictionary search about the word aposukataya. I also want to be sure. Can't see.
Oh, yes.
Do a new share.
So here's the Aposukataya. Chittang namasi is already there. Inclines his heart on with Aposukataya. So if I remove some words, what happened? Apo Sukata is there. Apo Sukata is inaction, reluctance, carelessness, indifference. Interesting.
Not quite.
Inaction, reluctance.
So aposukataya.
Sukataya
Yeah.
comes here.
Yeah.
Chittang namati.
So aya is what is added because of the case. Aposukata. Yeah. Aposukataya.
Of discomfort.
Towards, you know, like mata bෑ මේක කරන්න වගේ. So it's it's so that's how we get the word. We don't want to translate it as negative something, so we want to say convenience in a positive way. Like
Okay.
let me live let me live comfortably.
Okay.
So look at the words again to see if we find anything the previous search. Aposukata.
Aposukata only had one hit in this dictionary. Perhaps I can try the other dictionary. Let's see if the other one has any luck.
This is the one that I gave.
The one you just shared with me today needs to be indexed. Let me share that.
This is different. This is as is.
Say it again, please.
There you go. If you enlarge it, we can read.
There we go.
Oh, it's appesakka. That's different.
Appesukka. Apposukka.
See, living at ease, given to silence. How these dictionaries are different?
There are two different dictionaries.
Oh, look at this. Appa usuka.
Appa usuka, yes. Yes.
Appa alpa utsahe. Not apahasatave.
Okay. Alpa utsahe. Reluctance, so is correct then. So not trying.
Yeah.
Trying hard not to try.
Right.
Appusaka, I like that. Appusaka is good. No, I'm gonna take that back. Yeah, do I do that?
Teach your kids about that.
Yeah. They already have it, unfortunately. Trying hard not to do stuff. Go up. I think I have to correct something before. Goes Appusukata came. Where was it? Okay. Up 36. Sukha. Living at ease.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes more sense. I guess.
Let me not try, kind of a thing, right?
Yes. I don't know. I don't want to trouble myself.
Yeah, let's not bother. I'll not bother.
I will not bother. So make me realize, would Buddha have a thought like that to begin with? I mean, he had
Because it was
contemporary.
so profound, the Dhamma he understood. Imagine going through avidya pacha sankara, sankara pacha vijnana. Who's going to listen to that? That's the thought he had. Like,
Yes, but why does he need convincing from a Brahmin to change his mind? It's my question. I mean,
interesting.
why? So okay, I contemplated this. Maybe I'm having a single thought here, thinking, well, I don't want to teach this because people are not going to understand it. But then someone comes to convince him. Why? That
Is a
to
good
me, it's like
question to
it's a
have.
stretch.
Um,
It feels
he
like a story. To me, it feels like a story.
Yeah, you know what the thing is, it's not the Buddha that you want to know, right? The Buddha that you want to know is that goes out to teach people.
Ah, ah,
It's it's the Buddha you want to know, but the actual Buddha is this Buddha.
I
That
see.
he as an ordinary human being, having become the Buddha, he definitely had to think, is it worth going out there to teach this, or should I just live here? And also this is teaching that he is connected with Brahmas, Sahampati Brahma.
Hmm.
And you can take it in every direction. Sometimes the Brahmanas, worshipped the Brahmas. And only someone who has developed the mind could communicate with this goddess, the god, the higher god. So to tell in a Brahmin society where humans were Brahmanas, he had to use this to say that someone that you worship invited me to teach. I did consider not to teach, but someone you worship invited me to teach.
So
So
in a nutshell, this is sort of a marketing job for the time at the time.
I'm not telling that. I mean, I'm telling we can take it in every direction. Like,
Right, right. I mean,
so
I'm thinking. So if he's as it's called, if he's Tungloketa Madhipati, if he knows everything that there needs to be known by humans and deities and everyone, I'm I'm thinking, why does he need convincing from a Brahma to do what he wants to do or not to do? It doesn't make any sense to me. But you have a valid point, though.
you can also see how he was able to communicate with such
Right?
subtle beings out there.
Hmm.
If I
Is
was
this
sitting under a tree and they try to communicate with me, I don't know because my mind is not that refined. I'm not able to capture that language, that
hmm, hmm,
subtle, that dimension. Here it's again I'm not defending the Buddha here. I'm seeing that he had the ability to, like, take the 7 weeks as weeks of contemplation. Like he's thinking,
hmm,
what
hmm,
should I do?
hmm,
What
hmm,
did I realize?
hmm,
What is the Dhamma?
hmm,
You know, and so in that, among other encounters that we don't know of, this is a known encounter because this became the turning point for him.
hmm,
And Brahmas become Brahmas because they attain something
hmm, hmm.
very
That's true.
subtle.
Hmm,
That is only thing they have not attained is what the Buddha has realized.
hmm,
So they are great companions. Only that kind of a person who is only second to the Buddha in the mental powers could understand this concern. And also, what we need to know is that Brahma lives more than the human lifespan. I'm sure he must have seen other Buddhas in the past. So he has seen other Buddha sasanas flourishing and ending in the human world. So he wanted that to happen from this Buddha.
Okay.
Perhaps also all the pantheon of heavenly beings knew that this man came to the human world and he is now enlightened, so he should be teaching. But then the same pantheon is now worried that he's not going to teach, so they have to rush.
But I thought, where was it? In one of the Brahma lokas, if you end up going over there, you can't come out. Basically, I mean, you're kind of stuck. It's the formless Brahma world. Am I mistaken? So a Buddha only goes up to sensual heaven. Correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding might be wrong, right? But beyond sensual heaven, there's Brahma heavens, right? So two types of Brahma heavens: form Brahma heavens and formless Brahma heaven.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, maybe my understanding is mistaken here. I thought if you go to, or maybe it's the uppermost ones, right? Maybe the formless one. If you go to the formless one, even if you hear the Buddha's teaching, you can't get out from there because you are so attached to not having a form.
You're right. So Alar Kalama and Uddaka Ramaputta come to our discussion now. When they became who they were but passed away before his enlightenment, before Buddha's enlightenment, why did the Buddha not go see them? Similarly, we need to find out what is the base of Sahampati. Maybe you can do a search to see if anyone talk about it. And if he's coming from a better, it's right here somewhere. Yeah, there you saw his name. You only need to click on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There.
Oh, yes. Mahabrahma.
See? There you go.
It's a Mahabrahma. A Mahabrahma. So yeah, I see.
Oh, it's one of the Mahabrahmas.
One of the Mahabrahmas. Which means he's not a heavenly deity. He's one layer above, I guess.
Read the whole thing. Maybe it's better for our
When
knowledge.
the Buddha was at the Ajapala Negro, the hesitating as to whether or not he should preach the Dhamma, Sahampati appeared before him and begged him to open to the world the doors of immortality. The Buddha agreed to this urgent request. Again, okay, it's just my mind. I'm still thinking, why would Buddha need to listen to, I don't know, and accepted from Sahampati's assurance that all the Buddhas of the past had no other teacher than the Dhamma discovered by them. See also blah blah blah. When he gives the same assurance to Buddha regarding these four satipatthanas, when he gives the same assurance to the Buddha, so he's providing assurances to the Buddha regarding the four satipatthanas. So to your point, he has seen previous Buddhas. Now he's basically saying, I have seen many previous Buddhas. They pretty much done the same exact thing. So you just have to do it, or you just have to try, or something along those lines, I guess.
Now the commentator, like you, are trying to correct it.
Correct.
See what the Buddha Ghosa is trying.
Buddha Ghosa explained that the Buddha was reluctant to preach, not on account of
indolence,
but because he wished Sahampati to make him this
request.
Okay, now I'm really upset. Okay, he wanted Sahampati to come down and make the request. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna.
And imagine again, somebody like Sahampati could enter the mind of the Buddha and read his mind. What is Buddha's position there, right?
It's not his
usually,
mind. I mean, he can't think anything on his own, it seems like, because someone else is always reading his mind.
which is a bad thing.
Which is bad thing, yes. That's not good.
So
Plus,
it happens to happen the other way. I'm not destroying your faith here. I'm just telling that Buddha, Buddha Gosa, the commentator, they all had the same problem.
I remember at one point Buddha had a great what was it? Not a debate, showing of Pratihara with one of the Brahmas, where he hid in his belly or somewhere, where the Brahma couldn't find him, and he conceded defeat. You remember that story? There was
Yeah.
this. So I
Is it?
guess if Buddha decided to, he could like shut off his mind from everyone. Can't enter.
Yeah. Make him
Like
disappear. Nobody can find him.
find
Right.
him, right?
Right.
So in this case, he definitely did not, because it
No,
seems like
he lived full antenna here.
right. And according to Buddha Ghosa, Buddha
The,
wanted Sahampati to come and make a request. Honestly, I don't think Buddha had that sort of an ego where he wanted someone to come and say, "Hey, go! I'm begging you, go and preach." I don't know, but
okay. Like it's been centuries now that Buddha Gosa has written this down. You
right.
can go back and correct
No,
it.
I don't think we should even try. I'm not going to even try, because if anything, people are going to discredit me, not Buddha Ghosa, which is fine. But I'm
So
thinking,
here, read more.
yes,
He's trying to convince you.
it's going to be a hard sell from here onward. Let's see. For thought the Buddha, the world honors Brahma greatly. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking too. So, and when people realize that Brahma himself begged the Buddha to spread his word, they would pay more attention to it. Okay, that makes sense. So this is sort of like the Pasmahabalu. So if Buddha was not born at a Kshatriya,
Kshatriya.
Kshatriya caste, probably people are not going to listen to him to begin with, because no one's
Right.
going to care. And I guess this is humanizing Buddhism to
Yeah.
that era. So that's a Brahma-centered era at the time. So this is at the end of this is the Upanishadic period. Am I correct? So this is
Yeah. Yeah.
Upanishadic period. So people are starting to doubt Brahma,
Yeah.
and there needs to be some more convincing. So whoever was telling this story was now selling it to wherever he was selling. You guys are Brahmi. You know what? One of your great Brahmas came down and asked Buddha. So you should probably
Right.
listen to Buddha. Sort of. That makes more sense
Yeah.
from that
It's like
perspective.
Sariputta when he passed away. He went to his mother, and different lights came to see Sariputta, and his mother was still not a Buddhist,
Right.
and she was asking, "Who's that?" And Sariputta says, "That is that God." And a big light came towards the end, and she was like, "Wow, who's that?"
That's Buddha.
And Sariputta said, "That's the God you worship."
Okay. Okay.
Really? He comes to see you? Oh my goodness.
Convince
Let me become, so if he is
your
your
follower.
follower, take me as your follower as well.
Right. Make perfect sense. From a practical standpoint, I can understand what these stories try to achieve.
Yeah.
These are the things I don't like about Buddhism, to be honest with you. I don't need more convincing. I just need the core
Oh, you are
essence.
going to be surprised how many BS you, I'm sorry.
I remember I told you a story
Buddhist
about,
studies, okay?
yeah.
Not
I
BS.
mean, if I didn't do math, I probably would have done Buddhist studies and probably got fired from the university. Say hi to the Bante. Say hi.
Hello.
Say hi.
Good to see you again. You both have grown up.
Say hi.
Maybe it's lunchtime.
Yeah, I think they're coming here to warn me, probably. Mom's probably
Sending them.
sending them up, bring him
Okay,
down.
let's finish after Sahampati.
Yes. Sahampati once saw that Brahmani, mother of.
Did you read the part where he was the most senior of the Brahmas?
Yeah, I
Get
missed
the
that part.
Mahabrahma?
Manas Mahabrahma. sorry. But because he wished Sampati to make the request for thought, the Buddha, the world honors Brahma greatly. And when people realized that Brahma himself had begged, had begged the Buddha to spread his teaching, they would pay more attention to it. Sampati was at this time the most senior of the Brahmas.
See?
Oh dear.
Right.
This is like Pope Benedict. If this was happening right now, this is like Pope Benedict comes to Buddha and says, "Oh, please teach." Because Pope Benedict asked Buddha, all the Christians would say, "We should probably follow Buddha," I guess.
It's like Pope Benedict coming to Dalai Lama and say,
Yes,
you lead.
right.
You lead the
Right.
rest."
So by deduction, everyone else who followed Pope Benedict now would follow Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
So it's a fascinating story, I guess. Sampati once saw the Brahmani mother of Brahmadeva Thera. Okay, I'm guessing Brahmadeva
Brahmadeva
is who used to be a Brahmin, later became a Buddhist monk. I guess.
Yeah.
Habitually made offerings to Brahma. Oh, Sampati once saw the Brahmani mother of. Okay, Brahmani is
His
made in
mother habitually made
makes
offerings to
offerings to Brahma.
Yeah.
Out of compassion for her, Sampati appeared before her and exhorted her to give her offering to Brahmadeva instead. On another occasion,
to her son.
right.
On
another occasion, when
Pali.
Kokalia, that's a new name. Kokalia.
Yeah.
Kokalia died and was born in
Paduma
Niraya.
Niraya.
Oh, he didn't do good then.
Yeah, that
He
guy.
went down. Sampati appeared before the Buddha and announced the fact to him. And why did Sampati have anything to do with? I guess I need to look up Kokalia. I'll do that later on.
When Kokalia died and was born in Padumaniraya, Sampati appeared before the Buddha and announced the fact to him, like, go save him.
Again, probably Buddha saw it. If Buddha can see everything, if he wishes to, he could have seen it. Maybe
Right.
from a practical sense, probably not everything. I think we talked about that the other day as well.
So when you are the new Buddha, you need little help.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna buy that, because if you go down that path, it's not gonna be good for Buddhism. I don't know.
No, I'm not talking like this to everybody.
I understand. It's good, all in good faith, but I mean the whole point here is that he discovered something profound that no one else could understand. If that's the case, he probably has, not probably, he has the most brain capacity to digest everything. So now I'm thinking, why would a person with that much of a brain capacity? This is like going to Einstein and explaining him to theory of gravity or something. I mean, it doesn't make sense. He already knows it. What are you trying to convince him? He probably already knows it. So.
Well, somebody has to go and tell about ordinary people and teach this to people in a simple way. So
right,
even nice guy needs to know that. Sometimes you are immersed in what you know, but you are like, okay, how do I now begin teaching? It's just a new shock that he was experiencing.
Right.
He's connected with the world because he is connected with the world. And you see a lot of things that the Buddha taught. He says, well, last night this Devata came to my mind, or came to see me, and he spoke this. And he repeats that. And then he gives the response. And this is what I said. And then there's, and the monks delighted. So this thing really happened. This is why when people meditate, they want to see devatas like the Buddha did. And then somebody could think that, oh, it was just a thought that occurred in him. It doesn't have anything to do with the devata. But again,
that part I'm not sure, because I haven't seen devatas and I haven't developed my mind that far into even contemplate that possibility.
That's when people can bring the logic that you haven't seen electricity, but you know it's there.
Right. So I'm not going to go that far. I mean, that I think is not logic. It's like trying to discredit stuff.
Yeah.
That part, those are those kind of things. I mean, it's unknown. Something even I can. What is it? There's two great birds. Two things. Why I should probably know these things on top of my mind. There are two things: the knowing, the not knowing, and not knowing the knowing. What are those two terms? Fairly just two terms. I remember those last semester. Now I don't remember them. Come to me later. Anyway, um, since I opened up that, I want to see who this Kokalika is. Oh,
A
he's a
monk,
monk.
also called Chula Kokalika, to distinguish him from Kokalika. He was the son of Kokali Setti of Kokali and lived in the monastery erected by his father in Kokali. Once the two chief disciples, desiring quiet, spent the rainy season with him. He promised him to tell nobody of their presence. After the rains, as the elders were about to return, Kokalika informed the inhabitants of their stay and blamed them for not showing them hospitality. The town people hurried to the elders with various offerings. These were, however, refused, and Kokalika, who had expected that the gifts would be given to him, was disappointed. The elders promised the townsmen to visit them again, and on their return were accompanied by a large following of monks, to whom the townsmen showed all honor. The gifts were divided among the elders, refused to return, and Kokalika, in great anger, sought the Buddha at Savatthi, and in spite of his injunctions, spoke ill of the
I
chief
see.
disciples. Having 3 times accused the elders of sinful desires, he left Jetavana, but boils immediately came out on his body, swelling and bursting.
I see.
Groaning with pain, he fell down at the great gate of Jetavana. His spiritual teacher, the Anagami Brahma, Tudu, hearing funny name, hearing his cries, came to him and begged him to another Brahma,
I suppose. I guess another tab.
ah, begged him to seek forgiveness from the elders, but he cursed the Brahma and refused to listen to him. He was still angry. Kokalika died and was born in Padumanirai.
So he was definitely not enlightened, not even close, not very even close.
Imagine having done that good, having given them a quiet place to stay.
Right.
And he is a lunatic, right? Like he expected the gifts, and of
Right.
course he
Right.
kept the promise. He didn't tell anybody that they were there. This is the fun part, in reading Pali. You find
So Tudu is
fascinating
also
details.
another. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No problem.
Tudu, is that how you pronounced it? Long du? Tudu or
Tudu,
Tudu? Tudu.
Tera, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. He was
Uh,
the teacher of Shulla Kokalika, and having become an Anagami, was Tudu was an Anagami, was born as a Pachega Brahma in the Brahma world.
Brahma.
So there are Pachega Brahmas, like Pachega Buddhas. When Kokalika was grievously ill, Tudu visited him and exhorted him to put his trust in Sariputta and Moggallana, but Kokalika refused to accept his advice and drove him away.
So the two chief
Never heard of
disciples.
that name before.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You learned also something new today, I guess.
right.
So the
Voodoo
two
sounds like voodoo and all kinds of African things.
to do, to do, to do, to do. No, not to do, to do, to do. I don't know if that even has a meaning.
Yeah, for your
To do.
question on Sahampati, before we finish, maybe we should read that to the end.
Sure.
Are you going to look for Tudu?
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to see if that even has a meaning.
Not that too. Has to be tu, like tucha. Oh,
Yep.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
This is a Singlish.
Yeah, yeah,
Singlish
yeah.
took me a while to figure that out. To D, to do, we need the.
Maybe in
To
the other
the,
dictionary. Oh yeah, there. To do.
to le, ra, Tuma, oh, Tuda is Pelimehi Viditi Vidiya Pele Viditi Tudati. Ani Utsavatarai Vindi Tudati Tudana Tudana Tudan.
Maybe the other dictionary would help.
Let's try that.
At least to show us where he appears. I mean,
Right. Tudu. One reference to Tudu. Let me share this with you.
There will be hundreds.
Share. Of the name Tudu. Only one reference to Tudu.
It's this place. What is it? Could be Mahabodhi once.
You're looking at something?
No, that previous place.
This
that name
is in reference to Brahma coming down from Brahma. So it's under Brahma. Brahma goes down, various Sahampati Brahma. So it's the same story. I guess that's the only reference to Tudu, it seems. Everyone has found.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So we found something that's unique.
Yeah, we found something that's unique. And the book is, I think, here, Pacheka Brahma. It's it's this place. It's either Sanyutta or Sutta Nipata. I think this is Sanyutta 149. Wow.
Pacheka Buddha. Okay. I understand what you meant. Okay. So some story about Pacheka Buddha has a reference to Tudu.
Yeah. I will try to find that reference.
Okay.
Take a picture.
Interesting.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
Are they waiting for food? I mean,
No,
lunch?
they usually don't these days because I'm always upstairs doing something. So they just go on and at night when I'm hungry, I go down and take my lunch.
Okay.
So it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So are we going to continue on this after
Of
the
the
break?
Sahampati part, you have something of Sahampati. You have
There was
something
something else that we needed to read.
that I think you would find interesting. The Kasapa Buddha thing.
Where are you reading? Is it the next paragraph?
The whole thing about Sahampati, maybe you can read from where you left off.
Sure. Which one? Okay, I got sidetracked by this Kokaliya bad monk. The Samyutta contains a series of verses spoken by Sahampati at Andhakavind. Andhakavind.
Andhakavind.
Andhakavind.
Right.
Not
I
Andhakavind.
think it's the name of a forest.
Okay. When the Buddha set out in the open during the night and rain fell drop by drop, the verses are in praise of the life and
Practices.
of the monks and the results thereof. Sahampati again visited the Buddha simultaneously with Sakka. Okay, who is greater now? Sakka? Oh, Sakka is in sensual heaven, am I right?
Yeah, he's in
Layer below.
sensual heaven. Yeah, he's the leader of Devaloka.
Devotees, right. Yes. So he's going to be a layer below in the cosmology.
Yes.
And as they stood leaning against the doorpost of the Buddha's cell, Sakka uttered a verse in praise of the Buddha. Sahampati then added another verse, exhorting the Buddha to preach the doctrine, as there were those who would understand. A verse spoken by him immediately after the Buddha's death is included in the what? Verse spoken by him immediately after the Buddha's death is included in the book. Dīgha Nikāya 157, I
It's
guess.
definitely Mahaparinibbana Sutra.
After the death. Okay. In the time of Kassapa Buddha. Okay. During the time of Kassapa Buddha, Sahampati was a monk. Interesting.
named Sahaka.
Who, having practiced the 5 Indriyas, was born in Brahma world. Thereafter, he was called Sahampati. Sahampati. The commentaries say that he was an Anagami Brahma born in the
Suddhavasa.
Suddhavasa. He had to pass a whole kappa because he had taken the 5th jhana as a monk. The Vamsa commentary says that strictly speaking, his name should be Sahakapati. Okay, Sahakapati. When the Buddha attained enlightenment, Sahampati held over the Buddha, said a white parasol 3 yojanas. What is a yojana, Bhante? Yojana is
It's 7 miles. One is 7 miles. 1 yojana.
diameter. This incident was sculptured in the relic chamber of the Mahatrupa. So wait, he basically covered the sun, I guess.
Yeah.
Why would he want to do that?
Well,
Again,
this is
questions. Sorry about my weird questions.
you are
See,
in the commentaries, so
right. These are the type of things I literally, even as a Buddhist, I'm like, what is the point? What exactly am I gonna get out of this?
It's not relevant to your time. There was a time people didn't believe in Buddhism, right?
So I should probably put all these things in that time period and just leave it over there.
Yeah.
This is just to.
This is like Ajahn Braham saying, heaven is at that time beautiful decorations and everything, and heaven is what you make it to be.
To be, right. Makes sense. Right. Once he offered to the Buddha a chain of jewels, Ratanadama, as large as Sineru. Sineru is
it's a mountain.
It's a really big mountain, if I remember right. He offered something that is so big. Okay, don't go there.
I think you should finish reading this.
Alindakavasi. On the day that Alindakavasi Mahapussadeva, Pussa is, what is the?
I think this is a Sri Lankan. This is Vibhanga Attakatha. Yeah, sounds like a Sri Lankan name.
Mahapussadeva.
See, Alindakavasi, sort of like these are like Sri Lankan commentarial names.
I see. So there are commentaries that added by Sri Lankan monks?
Oh, all the commentaries were first written by Sri Lankan monks. And then Buddhaghosa, what he did was, if you read the verses in the beginning when Buddhaghosa says, he only converted them into Pali. And Buddhaghosa said, whatever I add, I will say it's added by me. So
that's the famous drawing in Kalaniya temple. Am I correct? The one where Buddhaghosa is offering his writings to the, I guess, editorial board or whoever was supposed to accept it.
Yeah.
So Alindakavasi Mahapussadeva Pussadeva is a giant in Buddhagamunu's. Exactly. That's what I remember. So that's why I was getting curious. Attained arahantship. Sahampati came to wait upon him. It has been suggested that Brahma Sahampati is very probably connected with Brahmi Swayambhu of Brahminical literature. Okay. I think out of the everything that I read, that might be the most
bizarre.
Not bizarre. I would consider that to be the most relevant thing, in a sense, because it's making a direct connection between something that's already established in the Brahminical literature with something that's now described in Buddhist literature.
Yeah. They had to mingle.
Yes. I fully understand that. I mean, I can certainly understand that this is a new religion, so there has to be some way of selling it to people, one way or the other. Had to sell it, otherwise, if people are not going to buy it,
Right.
it's not going to spread. So it makes perfect sense from that perspective. So these are maybe stories added to make people convinced that this is or at least to begin with, people get people interested in listening to the teaching. So makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Makes perfect sense. They are in the Tripitakas, I guess, so no one's going to change them for whatever the reasons. Shouldn't be changed, because if
Mm-hmm.
people start changing them over time, probably nothing will be left by this time. So I guess that's also fine. Whoever is reading that just needs to take what needs to be taken and just leave out all the glory details.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I don't know. That's my
Yeah.
opinion, honestly. No complaint, no nothing. It's just
Right. The books are sitting there telling us like you can give all kinds of opinions, but this is what we have.
right. What we have, right. Okay, Bante. It's about 12 o'clock. Well, 12 p.m.
Yeah.
almost.
Big
Um,
break.
shall we take a small break, maybe?
Yeah.
Um, so, what time would you like to reconvene? Do you have anything else going on this afternoon?
No.
No? Okay. I
So
mean, I'm flexible. You can just basically give me stuff to do, and I can do them. It's still time, and we can maybe reconvene and check whether
yeah,
I've done.
let's decide that in the next time we meet. And
Okay,
yeah, so I think we should do another hour or so, maybe.
right.
Let me see what I have for today. Nothing. So
What is your deadline for your thesis? You probably have some sort of a writing deadline too, right?
yeah, I wish I have, I have been, you have no idea what was going on in this room. I was cutting the legs of this table to make it shorter so I don't feel sore
Mm.
between my it's just and then it didn't help because the chair that I sit on hits
Ah,
the the
is
the
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 table now?
drawer, and so I had to cut the table to bring the drawer down. So I have destroyed the whole table eventually, and I got the help of two people with their machines in the room. So that's what I do, not the thesis writing.
Oh dear.
And still it's not perfect.
Still
It's
not
not.
perfect. Still not the way you wanted it.
Now I cannot bring the table back to where it was. It's a
Oh dear.
big table. So I have to now go back to that plastic table that I was using, which was perfect. So
Oh dear.
this is ruined.
Sorry
So
to hear
let's
that.
meet. Take about 1 hour because you have been working the whole time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So we will meet at 1 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock your time.
yeah. Let's meet at 2 o'clock.
Okay. All right, Bante.
Yeah.
I'll see you in 1 hour. Thiruvan Saranai.
Sure, sir.